Welcome to Manga Experts. Today we are counting our top 10 picks for the awesome manga. If you like our video, please leave a like and comment your suggestions below. Without any further ado, let's get started. Trillion Game. Two friends Haru and Gaku plot to gain enough money to have anything they desire at any time, $1 trillion. This is a very good money-making business type manga. One main character is good at programming, and the other is good at bluffing and conning. It's more of a toned-down version of The Lie Eater, which is also one of my favorite manga. The main characters start with only few funds and they do everything black or white to increase their cash reserves. It is a very fun and dramatic read. The Duke of Death and His Black Maid. When the Duke was a young boy, a witch made it so that any living thing he touched died. Unable to cope with such a cursed child, his family sent him away to live in an old mansion. Now a young man, his only companions are an elderly butler and his childhood friend, a buxom, blonde maid named Alice. Despite the fact that touching the Duke means instant death, Alice is constantly teasing him, getting close and flirting mercilessly. But even though Alice loves to make the Duke blush, her affection for him is the real deal. Can the two figure out a way to break the witch's spell? This is a good slice of life and romance type laid-back manga. The pacing is very slow, and it also has an anime adaptation. The Chronicle of Seven Cities. The story is set in a near-future Earth, in the aftermath of a major disaster that shifts the planet's polar axis 90 degrees, which results in the poles along the equatorial line and killing everyone on Earth. A moon-based colony avoids the disaster and begins recolonizing the depopulated Earth by establishing 7 cities in strategic locations. However, to ensure the loyalty of the Earth colony, the moon establishes an orbital defense system that destroys anything that flies 500 meters in the air. When an unknown virus kills everyone on the moon, humanity becomes trapped on Earth, where the political intrigues of the 7 cities continue to play out. This manga revolves around a lot of politics. Our war that ends the world. A great war has raged for years between the scientifically advanced Empire and Nebulous, the realm of magical girls, until the youngest knight ever to receive the title of the Empire's strongest meets the princess of the rival nation. Though they are sworn enemies, the knight is taken by her beauty and dignity, and the princess is moved by his strength and way of life. Slowly they start developing feelings for each other. It's a decent blend of romance and action. But I didn't like the romance part much. And it also has an anime adaptation. Art of this manga is also gorgeous. Planet of the Fools. A planet named Slars, where the indigenous Slarsians and alien Earthians coexist uneasily. Shinta descends from both races and is thus shunned by either side, but becomes involved in the conflict around regalia that holds a mysterious power. This is a good manga with decent action and drama. It is more like bullying a mixed breed kid gone supernatural type manga. The art can be a little bit simple, but the overall story is good. Pluto. In a distant future, where sentient humanoid robots pass for humans, someone or something is out to destroy the 7 great robots of the world. Europol's top detective Jessic is assigned to investigate these mysterious robot serial murders. The only catch is that he himself is one of the 7 targets. This is quite an emotions-heavy manga. And it is made by Naoki Urasawa, who is a legendary writer. Art. Firenze, early 16th century. The birthplace of the Renaissance era, where art is thriving. In one small corner of this vast city, one sheltered girl's journey begins. She dreams of becoming an artist, an impossible career for a girl born into a noble family. In those days, art was an exclusively male profession, with women facing strong discrimination. In spite of these challenges, art perseveres with hard work and a positive attitude. This manga is very heartwarming as well as motivating. It has some sense of realism while still being quite optimistic in a way. The main character starts off as a gentle but naive soul, however, she gets smarter over time, always staying true to her goal. If you enjoy reading mangas that are light and easy to enjoy, while still maintaining a certain realism, this might be to your liking. Yukoku no Moriarty. The story of Sherlock Holmes, reimagined with Moriarty as the protagonist and exploring his motivation in becoming the greatest criminal Britain has ever seen. If you love the Sherlock Holmes or detective stories, or even stories of a villain, this is definitely something you can read. This story focuses on the early life and the motives of Moriarty and how he meets Sherlock and what happens after. It also has an anime adaptation. Yaokai Apato no Yuga na Nichiju. Inabayushi's parents died in his first year of middle school, and he moved in with his relatives. Though they did care for him, he could tell he was a burden. After he graduated, he happily prepared to move to a high school with a dormitory. Unfortunately, the dormitory burned to the ground before he could move in. Yushi doesn't want to live with his grudging relatives, but it's rough finding lodging as an orphan student with little money. He finally finds a room in a nice old building which seems too good to be true. The catch is that it is a monster house, a place where humans and supernatural creatures, ghosts, mononoke, etc. live together. Another high schooler lives there, a cute girl named Akine, and she's completely unfazed by the monsters. In fact, she can even exorcise evil spirits. Yushi's high school life just got much stranger than he ever bargained for. This is a totally underrated supernatural manga. It also has an anime adaptation. Dandadan. Takakura is an occult maniac who doesn't believe in ghosts. Anais, a girl who doesn't believe in aliens. They try to overcome their differences when they encounter the paranormal. This manga starts off weird with super weird characters and a super weird premise. Everything is extremely over the top in Kill la Kill fashion, but the artwork is incredibly good, and the characters are dynamic and interesting. You actually kind of care about the characters, and there are some really funny moments. In this manga, the main characters use their brain, so do their enemies. They are not just some brainless enemies you mostly see in mangas. Do you agree with our picks? Check out our other videos for more suggestions. And don't forget to give us a like before going. Until then, take care and we will see you in our next videos.